Start with the name of Allah, who is most merciful and beneficent, Lord of all the creatures, human and earth. Dear friends, Assalamu alaikum. I'm your friend Ali Ahmed, and you are watching Civil Engineering Lecture Series. Dear friends, in today's video, we are going to discuss about shoring. First of all, we need to understand about the shoring. Shoring is actually the temporary support to a structure where foundations to be repaired. It is used to prevent a structure from failure or collapse. When a structure is damaged due to foundation settlement or other causes, the shoring is also used when adjacent foundations are treated. The support can be internal or external, and the temporary shores are made up of timber, steel, and when the load is heavier than the steel is used, usually they are made up of of timber. Sometimes concrete and masonry is also used, and this is all about the shoring. These are the pictures of shoring, different types of the shoring you can see in it. These are the temporary supports provided to the structures. The types of shoring: there are three types of shoring: racking, horizontal shoring, and the vertical shoring. First, we would like to discuss about the racking. Racking shores is actually the leaning of a shore of a support at an angle to support a side of a building or other structure. These consist of timber pieces placed in an inclined position with one end resting against a defective wall and the other supported on the ground, and maybe on a suitable soil plates as to distribute the pressure on soil. An inclined timber shore can be used for considerable height of wall. Usually, the ranking shores are in length of 9 to 12 meter. For greater heights, the additional supports are given at lower elevation for more restraint. Breast timber shoring is used when the heavier loads are to be supported, and the walls which are likely to be bulged or cracked, vertical timber plates and the series of two or more shores may be required in such cases. This was all about the racking, and this is the picture of racking. You can see it in clearing. You see that at some angle the temporary support is provided to the wall, that is the damaged wall or the wall to be repaired, uh, or the defective wall, you can call it. Then comes the horizontal shores. The horizontal shores are also called flying shores, and the horizontal shores consist of wall plates, struts, and standing pieces. And horizontal shores, needle wedges, and cleats. These are also called flying shores, so the most often used for supporting temporarily the parallel walls of two adjacent buildings where an intermediate building has to be demolished or rebuilt. Means if the intermediate, there is the intermediate construction. Intermediate means inside of the two present structures, or in between the two present structures, something is to be constructed or repaired, or some newly structures to be constructed, or the old is to be demolished. So for these all reasons and causes, we use the horizontal shores or the flying shores. This is the picture of the horizontal shores. In it you can see clearly that there are two sides, right side and left side. There are two walls, and these are provided horizontally. These two walls are supported so that while excavating or constructing or demolishing the building. In between these two should not damage these two. So the flying shores are used temporarily to support two parallel walls as seen in the picture, and maximum distance which can be supported with aid of flying shores is considered to be 10 meter. The maximum distance is 10 meter where the horizontal or flying shores can be used. And such type of shoring work is used in residential areas where out of a number of houses one house has to be removed. I mean, there are many houses and one house is to be removed, demolished or rebuilt, so we use the flying or horizontal shores to protect others. Horizontal timbers are placed or steel joints are placed running over horizontal members which are dully supported on vertical columns. Our horizontal beam is placed at footing of these columns to keep the distance between the two columns constant. Further clarification is in the picture, and you can very clearly see in the picture and understand. Then the vertical shores. The vertical shores are also called the dead shores or the dead shoring. This shoring is called the dead shoring. This type of shoring used to support the dead load which act vertical downwards. It consists of vertical prop leg with head plate, sole plate. It is very important to have head plate and sole plate, and other means of adjustment for tightening and easing the shores. And these shores are placed vertically and are used for temporarily supporting the walls, the lower part of which are to be removed or repaired. The wall is supported whose lower part is to be removed or repaired, or otherwise the whole load of roofs etc. is supported by these shores. Wooden needles consisting of thin sections are used to transfer the load from the walls, and they are first inserted into small wall openings, which is made just sufficient for the size. Horizontal beams are laid along the floors to support the dead shores, and the load is evenly distributed on the base. The dead shores are introduced and wedged tightly in between the beams and the needles. Before removing the desired portion from the wall, usual walls are supported with props so that no damage is created. Similarly, the windows or other openings are duly strutted or shored. This was about the vertical shores. In this picture, it is very clear. You can see in this picture that how the this dead shore or the vertical shore works. And then there's the other topic, that is difference between the shoring and the underpinning. It comes in everyone's mind that what is difference between the underpinning and shoring. So as we have studied in this video, have learned that the shoring is a temporary support, and while underpinning is not a temporary support. Shoring is temporary support to structure where foundation is repaired or the adjacent building is to be repaired or rebuilt or whatever, while the underpinning is the method of providing support to the structure by providing new foundation or a permanent structure to provide a new foundation for another existing building. This is the underpinning. Shoring is a common technique used to reinforce below ground excavations during the construction projects, as well as to provide temporary reinforcement for the ground above ground structures which are in process of being removed or permanently reinforced by other means. Underpinning is a process used to repair, strengthen, or increase depth of an existing foundation by lowering the footing to allow it to rest on more supportive soil. In simple words, you can better understand that shoring is a structure. Shoring is a temporary support provided the structure for different purposes. For sometimes we use shoring for retaining the material, sometimes for the to support the existing structures and sometimes to repair the existing structures, while the underpinning is a permanent structure provided to support the existing structure or to provide a new foundation to the existing structure. This was the difference between the shoring and the underpinning. I hope that you will get, and if you miss something, or if uh, you need to know something, you must comment and must tell us about it. And please like the video and subscribe my channel and click the bell icon so that you can get the latest videos. Sorry, I just forgot to show you this picture of the here in this picture. In right side you can see, right side, the permanent structure is provided, while on the left side you see the temporary supports are provided. So in these two pictures you can clearly understand that in left and right side picture, the existing structures provided the supports, which are the permanent supports. This is called the underpinning, while in the left side picture you can see that the temporary supported are provided between two existing structures, and that's the horizontal or flying shore or shoring, to construct or to rebuild some structure in between these. So this was the difference between it. And thank you very much for watching my video.